Hi there, welcome back to Pretty Much Flawless. Today in this video, we are going to be working on a dehumidifier that water isn't coming out of one connector. Let's get into it. Alright, so here's the dehumidifier. And the problem is, the water isn't coming out down here. So the water, if you unscrew this cap, the water will come out here, but it won't come out of this bottom port here. So I assume there's something wrong with the tube between here and here. So we'll take off this back panel. So there's just 5 screws. There's one here, 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 and then 2 on the sides. So we'll take those off. Alright, so now I have all the screws off, and this back cover should pop off. You will have to take this cap off, and some water might come out. Alright, here we go. So I guess the area we're going to have to focus on is between here and here. So we'll zoom in on there. Alright, so we have it all apart now. So there's a hose going between here and up here in this box. And I guess there must be something jamming it up between here. So what we'll do is this hose goes through this box. So we'll take this apart and find out what's in there and see if that's causing the problem. Alright, so it looks like there's something in here. It looks like there's also some wiring. That's interesting. I guess we can see if we can pull this thing out. Right there. Alright, so I'm not sure what this thing is. So what we'll do is we'll take these hoses off and we'll check to make sure that they're not clogged up. And then we'll see if we can identify what this component is here. So we'll do that. Alright, so there's some water coming out of this hose, so that's good. So we know that this is the one, this one isn't jammed up here, so that's good. And then we'll take off the bottom hose here too. We got the bottom hose off here too, that's good. Alright, so here's this mysterious component. So we will see if we can find out what it is. I'm going to guess it's a coil of some sort, seeing that there's 2 wires in here, but we'll see. And then we'll also see if we can get water to flow through here. Alright, so it turns out, after I did some research, that this is a water pump. So what we're going to do is we're just going to test it. This is a water pump that runs off 120 volts, so we want to keep our hands far away, especially when we're dealing with water and 120 volts. So we'll keep our hands far away from this, and we'll just see if this thing pumps water. So we'll do that. Alright, here we go. We'll apply power. Yeah, it looks like it is pumping water. So that's good. Alright. Alright, so we'll make sure all power is disconnected, which it is, and then we will disconnect this pump, and then we will install it back in. So it looks like this isn't the problem. Looks like this pump is working fine. So maybe the jam is more downstream, or maybe this pump isn't getting power at all. So we will put it back in. Alright, so we can put our pump back in now. We just want to make sure we have it the right way. Alright, so I got this kind of temporary setup. So what we can do is we'll just see if this pump is working and see if it's pumping water. Because what I thought was a bit weird was this pipe was full of water. So we'll see. So what we'll do is I'll let this run for a bit and we'll see if water starts coming out here. Because if it does, then it is this connector and this pipe down here. So we'll see. We'll plug that in and see what happens. Alright, so no water is coming out of this pipe here. So what we'll do is we'll just check to see if there's any power at the pump. And if there isn't, then there's a problem up where the circuit board is, where for whatever reason power isn't getting to this pump. So we'll just check this here. Alright, so 3.8 volts are getting 3.8 volts AC are getting to this pump, and that isn't nearly enough where it's supposed to be 120 volts. So we'll disconnect this and see if we can try to find out what's going on upstream in the circuit board. So we're not going to go into the circuit board today and try to find out why 120 volts isn't getting to that pump motor. Right now it's the heat of summer, it's very humid, so we just need this dehumidifier running. But we might do a part 2 later and try to see if we can get that pump fixed. So what I did right now is I just connected that one tube just to another tube and just straight out. So there's no pump to push the water out. It's just kind of gravity fed. So that's not great, but right now we just need the dehumidifier running. So thanks for watching this video today. Hope you learned something. If you did, please subscribe. That would really help my channel. And I'll see you next time.